Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Cande back tomorrow. Busy celebrating her birthday from Saturday into Sunday. Needed a day off today, and we'll get the full story tomorrow. But we got a lot of great pictures over the weekend that I got to check out. Her sons with the granddaughter and the dog and the family and everything looked pretty good. Can't wait to talk to her tomorrow, and a happiest of birthdays to Cande. If you're, maybe you've been up since 4 in the morning, maybe you got the tornado alert in some areas here on the island. That ended about 20 minutes after that, and maybe you got still a little bit of rain this morning. That will end soon. Most of the rain now totally over the East End, in the Hamptons and beyond, and then going to be gone, and should be a decent day, 82, mostly sunny. Could be a little humid. Got a big night at Salt Shack, Cedar Beach in Babylon. But, man, it was a big rain overnight. Swept through the island for sure. Heavy, heavy stuff. And hopefully everything okay in your town and your backyard and everything. Trees and furniture and all that stuff was a little dicey overnight. And then tomorrow and Wednesday, looking really warm. 85 to 90 for your Tuesday and Wednesday. A lot of humidity, but looking like sunshine. So excited about that. We got a bunch of stuff to get to still. National days, good news stories. I wanted to give you a couple of fun facts. We've had a few interesting articles throughout the day. And by the way, you could, if you weren't here for them, about noon or so, it'll all be available online at licountry.com. You can go listen. Every now and again, I get these articles of fun facts. They really have nothing to do with anything. They're completely random. And I don't go through them all the time, but I found two this morning that I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. People might appreciate that. And they're completely random, literally. Like here, did you know Michael Jackson composed some of the music for the Sega Genesis console game Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Michael was commissioned to complete some of the music and compose some of the music for that game back in the day. Yes, true story. And this one I thought was really remarkable. Very famous film, right? Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, many other stars. Meet the Fockers. Do you know that the Motion Picture Association of America would not allow use of the last name Focker unless the filmmakers could find an actual person in the United States with that last name? And apparently they did. And they were able to make the film with that name, which was the whole premise. The whole joke was, that really was stemmed from that. So, that whole series, Meet the Fockers, all the movies would not have been made if they could not have found someone with that last name. And we don't know who it is, or, I'd have to do a bigger Google search for that. But, they actually found somebody with that name. National days today. We got some good ones for you today. It is Chronic Disease Day. Big shout out to anybody, and it's spreading awareness on anyone living with chronic disease, chronic health conditions every day. Do back problems count? Is that part of this? Because I'd like to educate some people on that. That is a daily grind for sure. But anyone living with a health problem every day, it is Chronic Disease Day. Global Energy Independence Day. Yes, always trying to find renewable forms of energy, solar, wind, geothermal, alternative forms of energy. That is what today is for. National Pina Colada Day. Nothing wrong with that. Why not? National Kitten Day. Not cats, but kittens. The little babies. National Kitten Day today. It is International Town Criers Day today. A big shout out to all the town criers, the historical relevance of having a strong voice and keeping others informed in your town. Obviously, that meant something different way back in the day than it does today. But yes, International Town Criers Day. And finally, here's a very interesting one. It is National Clerihew Day. Let me spell that for you. Clerihew, Clerihew. And this is to commemorate and celebrate the poem style created by Edmund Clerihew Bentley, a 4-line biographical, funny poem offering a brief, whimsical approach to poetry. All right, so here's the details. This is how this form of poetry needs to be created. The Clerihew is defined by this set of rules. It is 4 lines total. It contains rhymes AABB, which means the first 2 lines rhyme and the second 2 lines rhyme. It includes a person's name in the first line. This is supposed to be like a biographical, funny poem. It's supposed to say something about that person in the poem and be humorous and meant to be funny. So let me give you an example. The example they give here. Sir Humphrey Davy abominated gravy. He lived in the odium of having discovered sodium. That's it. That's what a Clerihew is. First 2 lines rhyme. Second 2 lines rhyme. Person's name. If Cande was here, I'd try to make one up for her. Maybe I'll think about it for tomorrow. Person's name in the first line and has to be biographical, like has to say something about their life and their job and, what goes on in their life. So there you go. You learn something new every day. The Clerihew poem. I hope all the English teachers out there are like, yes, way to go, Phathead. Well done. All right, some good news to round out your day. A kid in Amarillo, Texas, Shaden Walker, knocked on his neighbor's door the other day to see if they had any kids he could play with. He needed some friends really bad, he said. And by the way, I saw this video. This was on, I think, Good News Movement. A couple named Angel and Brennan Ray live there where they got their doorbell rung. The doorbell camera got it on video. Brennan told Shaden, the kid, some kids live next door, but Shaden said he doesn't hang out with them anymore because they're bullies. Now, Brennan posted the video last week and asked TikTok to help. So it racked up over 60 million views. Then he launched a GoFundMe to give Shaden an awesome summer. And people donated over $37,000. They're going to buy him a gaming system and other stuff to help him make friends, like tickets to an amusement park. All the leftover funds will go directly to Shaden's family. Just incredible. Sometimes, human to human contact and help really makes you say, wow, incredible. 19-year-old kid near L.A., Caleb De Los Santos, was driving home from watching fireworks on the 4th, and he saw someone's garage on fire. He pulled over, ran into their house, make sure they got out. The couple who lived there got their dog out. Nobody was hurt. Caleb also got them to move their cars so they didn't go up in flames. He grabbed a hose, started spraying the garage so the flames didn't spread the house. He left before they could thank him. But his mom brought him back the next day after she heard what he did. She also started a GoFundMe for them to help pay for the damages. The mother of this kid. Looks like a stray firework might have started the blaze. Firefighters still investigating. And finally, an Army vet in Texas, Sean Warner, just became a best-selling author overnight. He recently published his first novel, was signing copies at a grocery store when a TikToker started talking to him. It is a mystery novel for young adults called Lee Howard and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce Manor. It's on Amazon. At that point, he just sold a handful of copies and only had 2 Amazon reviews, but the TikToker blew it up, and by the next day, Sean's book was a #1 bestseller on Amazon. Love these stories. I'll tell you, that is one great thing about social media. We saw with the kid looking for friends, the video, and it turned into a GoFundMe for the kid, and then this with, the guy's trying to sell a book, and somebody posts a video on TikTok, costs nothing, and all of a sudden he's a bestseller. Really, really good stuff. That brings the show to an end. Well, I'm here till noon. We got a ton of music coming up, but the chats, the entertainment, all that, thank you for being with us. Cande returns tomorrow. The weather getting better. Any rain that remains over the Hamptons and East End going away. Going to be a good night at Salt Shack Cedar Beach in Babylon. Should be 82. Whiskey Road on stage. Food, drink, and fun and prizes and some cornhole and a lot of great times tonight in Babylon. We'll see you there. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.